She cheated in my bed while I worked nights. I sued for damages and the judge made her pay rent. My name is Tasha and I'm 29. Man, I swear I still can't believe half the shit I went through. I'm sitting here at 2 a.m. thinking about how wild this all was, like I'm about to tell my best cousin in the kitchen at Grandma's block party. It started out normal. Me punching in at the hospital at 11 p.m., pulling those 12-hour night shifts, hoping for straight overtime so I could catch up on rent and get off this broke-ass starter apartment situation. I was working nights cause day hours don't stack snacks in my bank account like nights do. My girl, Keisha, she was chillin' at the crib, had the place on lock, cookin', making sure our jobs went smooth, right? At least I thought. Don't get it twisted, I wasn't no saint. I'd hit up the corner store on my break, blow $2 on a Monster drink, chat up the cashier like we homies, even though she probably didn't even remember my name. I was tired as fuck, headache pounding, but still peepin' her Instagram stories. One night she posted a few vids, one from our living room, then another that looked like some random dude's hotel lobby entrance sign in the background. I was halfway asleep scrolling, thought nothing of it. She probably just at that Marriott for that anti-funeral, I told myself. But my heart was beating weird. I come home around 8 a.m. when my shift wraps. I fumble my keys, unlock the door, step in, and everything smells off. Like someone sprayed Febreze all over to cover a sketchy smell. I drop my bag, shout, "Kisha? You up?" Silence. I walk to the bedroom and see the sheets all rumpled, like a hurricane hit them. And the pillow? This nigga had left his cap on the bed with her lipstick smeared around the brim. I stood frozen, phone in hand, mind racing. Did she bring him back while I was out here trying to save our ass financially? I lost it. I tore that room apart, flung pillows, pulled the mattress off the frame, ripping the sheets. I called her name so loud I thought the whole building would roll up on me. But she didn't come out. So I walked into the bathroom and saw it. 2 toothbrushes, his hair gel in the shower caddy, that same hotel key card I'd seen on her story lying on the sink. The sickest part was how calm I felt. Like I'd expected this shit to happen. My gut had been screaming for weeks, but I drowned it with overtime hours and playlists. I fucked up though. I didn't take pics right away. I got greedy, thinking I could confront her face to face, watch her crumble. I marched outside, banging on her door, hollering at her apartment neighbor, Ricky, who looked at me like I was trippin'. After a minute of me cussin' up a storm, she finally opens the door. She's got that fake-ass surprised look, eyes red but not from crying, more like irritated. "What the fuck you doin' home so early?" she snapped. That tone alone told me she'd done this before. I pointed at the house, said, "Explain this shit." I swung my phone, showed her the sheets on the floor. Her face twisted real quick, like a cartoon. "Boy, what you talkin' about?" She tried to laugh it off, said she was doing her laundry, forgot the sheets. I told her I wasn't no fool, I knew exactly what was up. She got quiet, looked away, then muttered something about being lonely. "Loneliness don't give you no friends, Dick," I told her. She stepped closer, begging, "Tash, please don't do this here." I stepped back, said, "I'm done." Next morning, I took off the rest of my shift, lied about feeling sick, called in. I spent all day at a coffee shop, jittery on drip coffee, Googling how to sue for damages, small claims. My head was buzzin', rent money wasted, sheets trashed, mattress stained. She knew how expensive a damn mattress was, and she didn't give a single fuck. I scribbled down everything, the cost of a new mattress, new sheets, cleaners, plus the nights I'd lost sleep. I calculated the rent she owed me too. She'd been staying rent-free since we first moved in, claiming, "I'm helping you out by cooking." Yeah, cooking can't pay the landlord. I filled out the small claims paperwork like I was born to do this shit. The clerk at the courthouse looked at me sideways. I remember her saying, "You sure you want to sue your ex for rent?" I said, "Ma'am, this ain't ex yet. She's still in here on my couch." I could have kicked her out, but I wanted the judge to see she was living here rent-free, freeloading, betraying me. Felt good typing it all up. Over the next 2 weeks, The block got wind of it. Miss Diane from the corner store whispered to me slow. You really gonna press charges on your baby mama? I said. Not baby mama, my girlfriend. And yeah, I am. My cousin Monique swung by one night said, You petty as hell, Tash. And I told her. Better petty than play deadass. Everyone had an opinion, but I just kept stacking evidence. Timestamp text messages of me working nights, her admitting she was alone in the house on some group chat, that hotel keycard I'd snapped a pic of when I came back that afternoon. Court day came. I showed up in jeans and a hoodie, didn't want to front like some lawyer thug. She rolled up with her mama, looking all put together, dress and heels, like she was Madonna or something. The judge called us up, asked me to lay out my case. My voice shook at first, but once I started talking about how she destroyed my home, how she'd been living there free rent, how I worked nights so she could have a stable place, my anger flipped on. I told him. She's cost me over $1,000 in damages, plus I'm out 4 weeks of rent. The judge raised an eyebrow, asked her side. She threw me that sad girl routine, said she was sorry. We had problems, I was alone, it meant nothing. He told her. Ma'am, this is small claims, we deal in dollars, not feelings. He pulled out a calculator, did some math. Then he said, Mister, you've got a valid claim for property damages and unpaid rent for that time. I'm awarding you $600 for damages, $800 for rent. Total $1,400. She collapsed in her seat, looking pale as cornbread. He added, If you don't pay by next week, I'll place a lien on your vehicle. I nearly chuckled. So that was that, judge made her pay rent. But here's the kicker, after court, she came back to the apartment begging. Tash, please give me another chance. I looked at her shaking, tears running down her cheeks, mascara smudged, and I felt nothing for her. Zero sympathy. But I told her. You gotta move out. Now. She packed up quick, took that busted old Yamaha she'd left in the hall closet, and bounced. I changed the locks right after she left. In the days after, I went back to work nights like everything was normal, but abnormal felt so much better than that bullshit routine I had with her. I started thinking about how shady she was, how I missed all the signs, late texts from some Michael, sudden gaslighting when I asked where she was. The poinsettia plant she claimed to be watering for her cousins sat half dead in the corner for weeks. That detail? Should have been enough to make me curious, but I brushed it off. Now I'm paying the rent myself, but I still smile when I pass a tiny off-white mattress store. I imagine them stacking the cash from her pocket to mine. All that petty legal action gave me closure I didn't even know I needed. I hate how it turned into court, but I don't hate her for what she did. Well, I ain't pitying her either. I regret how much time I wasted stuck up in that broken bed while she was out playing. But I ain't shaking my head saying, I'm sorry. I'm saying, damn, I should have known better. Guess this story makes me look like that petty, impulsive chick who'd sue her own girlfriend for rent, but life don't wait for no one to get humble. Sometimes you gotta throw down in court to remind folks you ain't a joke. And yeah, I sound cold, but I got bills to pay and nights to work. You learn quick that trust is fragile, and if you break it in my house, I'll break you in court. So that's my confession, raw as I can lay it down. I still catch myself thinking back to that cracked pillow and the faint smell of her Chanel perfume mixed with hotel soap. Those little details still sting. But I ain't looking back no more. I'm busy trying to stack shifts, hit the corner store for my monster drinks, and keep my eyes open. 'Cause next time I ain't even gonna warn nobody. I'll just serve the papers and watch the judge make her pay rent again. Damn, I ain't even gonna front. I never thought I'd be back here laying out another chapter in this shitshow, but here we go. After Keisha bounced with her pockets bleeding from that court judgment, I figured I'd catch a break. Wrong. The days turned into this blur of night shifts and corner store runs, trying to fill the silence she left behind. But peace didn't come easy when your heart's been trampled, and your wallet's been lightened. I was back on my usual grind at Mercy General, sliding into the break room with my insulated mug full of bad coffee, nodding at the security guard, old man Ray, who always hit me with, "You good, shawty?" and I'd force a smile. I'm straight. But inside I'm still hearing that judge's gavel echo. $1,600. That's 4 weeks of rent plus damages. Came straight out her pocket, but I still felt like I lost big. A week later, I'm off shift, walking down 14th Street toward the gas station. It's summer, hot as hell, and the pavement's shimmering. I pass by Mrs. Evans's stoop, where kids are clogging the sidewalk playing double dutch, hollering, "Tash! Tash!" I nod, high-five 'em, thinking back to when I ran drills with them after school, teaching them math tricks while their moms gossiped about the latest block drama. I always prided myself on being community, solid. But after what happened, I ain't feeling that same pride. Felt more like a fraud. Inside the gas station, I snag a pack of smokes and a Red Bull. The clerk, Mario, gives me that look. He knows my shift ends at sunrise. Sometimes he slips me a Coke on the down low. I drop 2 singles on the counter, and he slides me the items. I step outside, light up, and watch cars roll by. In my head I'm planning, gotta pay rent, gotta replace that mattress I finally sold for quick cash, I gotta get my life back together. I move furniture around the apartment, stacking my TV on crates, dragging my little love seat into the corner. I'm refreshing my Craigslist post. Roommate needed, safe neighborhood, flexible hours. I need someone to split the rent so I can breathe. And I damn sure need someone who ain't going to fuck me over. I delete my dating apps, Tinder, Bumble, hell no. After Keisha, I ain't trust none of that swipe left world. Sunday afternoon, I post the ad. By evening, 2 replies. One's from a dude named Chris. Good job, stable, chill. The other's from a woman named Monique. Same deal, love reggae, cook good greens. I pick Monique. Something in her message was honest, no cap. She shows up Monday, hair in braids, backpack and yoga mat. She steps in, smells my lavender candle, says, "Nice spot for midnight Netflix." I nod, show her the room, paint-chipped walls, window looking at the alley, but rents half of what she'd pay elsewhere. She signs the lease that day. Having Monique around felt odd at first. I'd come home sleep-deprived, find her meditating on the floor, chanting something. I'd whisper, "Girl, you gon' wake the whole block up," and she'd smile like I'm the weird one. But she kept that rent money coming, kept her room tidy, and never left no lipstick on my pillow. I started to relax, almost. Then my phone buzzes. New IG message from @Kaishaforia. I freeze. I deleted her, blocked her after court. But she popped back, maybe via a burner. I open it, just a DM. "I'm sorry." No cap, I laughed out loud on the sidewalk. Sorry? You cost me damn near $2,000, broke my trust, and left me to rebuild. Sorry, don't cut it. So I typed back, "Congrats. You paid rent." And blocked her again. Work picked up, COVID surge at the hospital, staffing tight. I'm crushing 12-hour nights, coming home to sleep 4 hours tops. My plant, rosemary, is still kicking on the windowsill. That was Keisha's idea, thinking watering it would be therapeutic. Thing almost died, but I revived it. Every time I water it, I think about her promise. "I'll be here for you." Funny how a plant outlives a relationship. Monique and I get closer, but I keep her at arm's length. She cooks vegan jambalaya, and I nibble, telling her about a dude I had a crush on back in high school. She laughs, telling me how she got ghosted last month by some techno DJ in Atlanta. We share stories, but I never share the darkest parts. I'll say, "I was hurt crazy once," and she'll nod, but I'll keep the full story locked up. Ain't no need for new folks to know every scar. One night, around midnight, I'm checking my bank app. No lies, I nerd out on my budget. I spot a random charge of $40 labeled Greenwood Sweets. I don't know what Greenwood Sweets is, so I click the transaction. It's pending. My heart drops. I think back, did Keisha sneak back in? Nah, she got her ass banned by the lock change. And Monique wouldn't do no shady shit. Could it be Mario, sliding me coke and running a side hustle? No clue. But I call my bank, dispute the charge. They freeze it. I sigh so hard I think my ribs might crack. Couple days later, the bank says that charge was reversed, but I keep peeping my account. Gotta stay vigilant. Neighborhood ain't safe, gotta guard your bag. I text Monique. Have you been charged by Greenwood Sweets? She replies. Nah, nigga, I chill. So I chalk it up to fraud. Maybe someone got my card info from the gas station. Add that to the list of life's tiny betrayals. February rolls around, and the block heats up. Drama about a new council person from the projects, trying to push out the corner stores. I'm at the beauty salon on 23rd, getting my edges laid by Latasha. She's gossiping about how Ms. Monroe's shop might close. I'm half listening, mind drifting to my tax refund. I'm gonna use it to buy a mattress and cash this time. No more Craigslist scraps. And I vow to keep my banking on lockdown. At home, Monique and I start a routine. Thursday nights we order wings from that joint on Oak Street, watch reruns of Real Housewives. She learns to clap when the shady housewives lie. I learn to laugh again. I tell her, "You my therapy girl." And she says, "Nah, you my big sis." Sometimes I almost believe it. Almost. But trust? Nah, still shaky. I catch myself flinching when my phone buzzes after midnight. Could be a work alert, or could be another hotel charge from an ex. I ghost my ride or dies on Facebook, keep my status generic. Busy. No check-ins, no. Missing you. Posts. I ain't trying to tempt fate. One Saturday, I decide to treat myself. I stroll into that off-white mattress store by the highway. The place with the giant ad. Buy now, pay later. I pick the firmest one, no memory foam bullshit, just solid support. I negotiate, put half down, finance the rest. The delivery guys drop it off next week. I watch them haul in this massive bed, and I feel something I ain't felt in months, safety. That same Saturday, Monique ropes me into a neighborhood cleanup, grabbing trash bags, praising the block for our efforts. I find a crushed cigarette pack with Keisha's old perfume residue. I pocket it for proof, some shit I might need if Keisha ever tries to sue me back. I know, petty, but I learn from the best, and worst, scholar. By April, things are smoother. I got my new mattress, my bank under control, Monique paying half the rent like clockwork. I even start thinking about dating again, maybe a work buddy from Mercy, or that guy who sells me gas station burritos. But every time I consider it, I remember how easy it was for Keisha to slip in that bed with someone else. So I stay single, better to be lonely than played. And then, out the blue, I get a letter, from a collections agency, saying Keisha defaulted on that court judgment, and they're coming after me for fees. I laugh so hard I wake Monique, who asks, "You good?" I show her the letter and she says, "Girl, they can't get you for her debt." I call the agency. Turns out they sold the debt for pennies on the dollar. I pay $50 to clear it. Final settlement. I hang up feeling triumphant. But here's where shit gets juicy. As soon as that debt is gone, Keisha shows up on my doorstep. This is 2 months ago, looking all humble. Says she paid what she owed, finished court stuff, and now she wants to move back in. I open the door and see her standing there, heels dusty, eyes watery. I feel my heart stutter, like it's considering a stupid U-turn. She stammers, "Tash, I messed up. I've been in counseling. I learned about boundaries. Please, just let me explain." And for a split second, I think about that hospital smile she used to give me when I came off shift, that vulnerability in her voice saying, "I miss you." But I shake my head, step aside, and say, "Nah, bitch. You had your chance." I don't even let her speak again. I shut the door, lock it, and drop into my new bed, the one I bought with my tax refund and overtime pay. Lying there, I stare at the ceiling, thinking about all the wild turns this shit took. From courtrooms to mattress stores, from IG blocks to collections calls, it all led me here, tired as hell but finally unchained. I text Monique. "Thanks for holding it down." She replies with fire emojis. So there it is, part 2 of my hood saga. I ain't perfect, I've been petty, I've been cold, but I survived. And next time someone cheats in my bed, I won't even hesitate. I'll just serve the papers and watch the judge make her pay rent again. Because that's how you handle betrayal in the hood. You don't cry, you litigate. And you never, ever let them break that mattress, or your spirit, ever again.